Hi guys, welcome back. So today I've decided to share with you on how I make my royal cake. And instead of a cleaning video, I'll do that with you guys next time. And I hope you guys enjoy this video, so stay tuned. So this is all the ingredients that you will need for this cake. Is you need 12 eggs, 2 cups of flour, 2 cups of sugar, and 4 of your choice different fillings for the different layers that you'll need. I have walnuts, poppy seeds, and raisins. This is the basic stuff that you put in. And then I know you have 4 layers. I'm doing just a vanilla, so I'm not going to add anything else to that. And then for the soaking of the cake, you will need 1 cup of water, 1/4 cup of sugar, and then some type of alcohol. It evaporates, you guys, so don't worry. Also, for the cream, you will need butter, 16 ounces of butter, and then some type of jam or preserve. And then I have sweet condensed milk. And then in this one, it's caramelized condensed milk already. I boiled that previously. And I'll show you the steps that I do when I'm ready to do that. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix 6 eggs with 1 cup of sugar. And then add some 1 cup of flour. So what I have in here is just 1 cup of water and the 1/4 cup of sugar. And I'm just dissolving the sugar. This is all basically you need to do. And then I'm going to add, I believe, 3 tablespoons of my alcohol. That's just for the flavor, and it will evaporate because the water is going to be very hot, so all you're going to have left is the flavor. So now I'm going to gradually add my sugar to the 6 eggs that I'm beating. And what helps with the eggs is that you want them to be at room temperature when you start doing this. And actually I have a little trick that you do is you just put your eggs out of the fridge like in warm water while you're prepping all this stuff, and it warms up the eggs really fast. Don't put them in the hot water because you'll have like scrambled eggs, but put them in like warm water, and that way the eggs warm up to room temperature, and that's exactly what you need. So I'm going to beat this for at least 10 minutes. While my eggs are beating, I added some alcohol, which was rum, to the sugary water. And because the water was hot, it's basically evaporating all the alcohol, and all you're going to have left is the taste. You don't have to use alcohol. You can use like vanilla. Don't put 3 tablespoons, of course, but maybe like a teaspoon or something of vanilla to it, just to add some flavor to it. Alright, so this is what I want it to look like. Now I'm going to, like, you see how fluffy it is, but it's still pretty thick. So this has been beating for about 10 minutes. And now I'm going to add my flour, 1 cup of flour. And then after that, I'm going to divide it in equal parts. And we'll add our layering flavor to it. So let's add our flour first. Alright, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to incorporate 1 cup of flour to the 6 eggs that we beat with 1 cup of sugar. And then after that, I'm going to divide it in half, and I'm going to incorporate 1 of the flavorings for the layers. So first I'm just going to gently, like in threes, I guess, just fold in the flour. Don't overmix it because your eggs will fall. So I poured out my poppy seed into one and my raisins into the other. And all I'm going to do is put them in my 10-inch diameter baking sheet and bake them at 350 degrees for about 22 minutes. But you have to keep your eye on them so they don't burn. Every oven is different, so that's that, and that's this. So I took out the first layer, and the best way to check, it's been baking for about 25 minutes, and the best way to check is do a toothpick or something or a skewer, and if nothing is left on there, can't see it. If nothing is left, then that means it's baked through. So yeah, it's been baking for about, I would say, 25 minutes. And now I repeat with my second layer. I'm going to put it in the oven, and like I said, I'm gonna bake it for 25 minutes, and then we'll repeat. So I put my second layer in the oven to bake for another 25 minutes, and while we're waiting on that, I'm going to do the second batch of the 6 eggs and go from there. Alright, so I am doing a second batch of the 6 eggs and a cup of sugar. I am going to beat that, and I'm just going to start off, beat up my eggs first, and then gradually, after a few minutes or so, I'll add my sugar. And now I'm going to gradually add my sugar in there. And I'm going to do a medium high and beat for 10 minutes. Alright, you guys can see how light golden it is. This is definitely ready, and I'm going to take it out now. So now I'm incorporating my nuts in one of the batches. And so all I'm doing is just mixing them in. I had them chopped up. And the other one is just going to be plain vanilla. There's nothing going to be in there. But you can add cocoa powder, about 3 tablespoons of cocoa powder, and you'll have a chocolate layer. But like I said, my mom doesn't like chocolate, and this is a cake from my mom, so I'm just leaving it like that. Alright, so this is what I'm making while my cakes are still baking. I'm making the custard, and what it is 2 egg yolks and 3/4 of the can of condensed milk, and then a tablespoon of water and like a teaspoon of vanilla. And all I'm doing is mixing it on low heat. Make sure it doesn't boil, and you just have to keep on whisking until the consistency comes out to be about the same as the condensed milk. Alright, so custard is done. All I'm doing is I poured it out on a kind of like a flat dish so that it can cool faster, and I'm going to cover it with saran wrap and let it cool completely before I add it to my buttercream. Alright, so all 4 of my layers are baked, and all I have to do is wait for them to cool off, and then I'm going to start with my frosting, and we'll be done. All I'm doing now is beating the butter with caramelized condensed milk, and then I'm going to be adding the cream to it to make it fluffy. All there's left to do is the assembling. All I'm going to start doing is I'm going to soak each layer with this cooled and just like this, and I'll do that to each layer when I'll be putting it on. After each layer of cream, I add about a tablespoon and a half of apricot preserve and make it a really thin layer on each layer. and continue on with all my 4 layers like this. But I don't put preserve on my last layer of the cake though. Like very thinly, this is what I mean, like I really thin layer of preserve on each layer. And honestly guys, do not skip this step. This gives a really good taste to the cake. This is how it looks inside, you guys. And this is how I decorated the cake. Super simple, nothing too crazy. If you guys are interested in to see how I do my fondant cakes, give this video a thumbs up and leave it in the comments below, and I'll do a tutorial on that for you guys. So thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye!